Hey 8-weekers! It is week 7 and this is your week 7 video. Well, it'll be week 7 in a couple days. Today I want to talk to you about a couple of things and then I'll go into the explanation for the challenge and how that challenge is going to affect your final week. So it should be a short video for you today. So today we're going to cover some of the options that you have going forward because when you leave the challenge, people sort of freak out a lot. And there's actually some people in the group who have been in the challenge before. And they can tell you that when they got out of the challenge, it was harder. Unless they, kept really good touch with their accountability partner, joined their challenge group or became a coach or something like that. They're sort of just out there floating. You guys got a lot of education and you learned a lot, but it's just hard when it's not in front of you all the time. I mean, it's in front of me all the time because I'm a coach and it's still hard for me. So, it's my whole life and it's still difficult. So, I understand that it's not going to be super easy for you guys to transition out. So, some things that you can sort of expect when the challenge ends is a lack of motivation for the little things. Taking the time to do a meal plan or thinking about like, oh, well, I'll just have this one little thing, or being at the grocery store and saying like, oh, well, it's still a better choice than I would have made before I did the group, and things like that are gonna either make you stop with your progress or they will have you stepping back in your progress. So I wanted to explain to you guys the 3 ways that you can stay involved with me and a little bit of in-depth information on each of those. So there's 3 ways that you can stay involved. The first one, of course, is going to be that you'll be put into Healthy Habits headquarters, which is my larger accountability group where I post an article, 2 articles and a recipe every day, just random stuff. And then I just answer questions here and there. But it's more of a self-sustained group. And it's got 600-700 people in it. And it's all the graduates of my challenge groups, and it's all the clients that were maybe inquiring about a challenge group but weren't able to join at that time, things like that. It's also most of my coaches. And it's just a good support group. It's a big group. Everyone will go in there. And I'm going to ask that when that happens, you guys do take all of the energy and excitement that you have on this page and you bring it over there so that I don't have to monitor 2 pages, because I won't actually. I won't. And you won't get any responses or anything like that. Usually the 8-week group sort of peters out a little bit anyway after the end. So I wouldn't worry too much about we want to have each other. I've done this quite a few times and it works fine if you go into Healthy Habits headquarters. So that's a free group. Everybody will go into there automatically if you graduate this group. I just open one page, drop everyone in. Real simple process, and then you guys are all there together with all the previous graduates of 8 weeks clean too. So there'll be a lot of people in there that know what you went through. So that's what everybody gets. Of course, with that, you still follow my Facebook page. You're still friends with me on Facebook, and it's a lot of inspiration versus instruction is how I put it when I talk about the other resources that I run for free, like the page I run for free and stuff like that. So that everybody gets that, and then you have the option to go into a challenge group. And challenge groups, you guys have heard a lot about it. They don't really have to talk about it. So essentially what happens is there are fitness programs for Beachbody that are sold in a package, if you will, where it's the program, it comes with the full program, it comes with a bonus disc for ordering through a coach, it comes with lifetime disc replacement for ordering through a coach, and it comes with either 30, 60, or 90-day money-back guarantee, depending on the length of the program. So if it's a 30-day program, 30-day guarantee, right? Pretty simple. Those are all things that you get from ordering through a coach. If you've ever ordered through just Beachbody, you will notice that you didn't get those other items. Those are not available if you don't order through a coach. So you get that. And then you get basically 3 months, you get a 30-day trial to a meal planner that Beachbody has. That I have a very long intricate video on how to use that will put together all of your meals for you. You can input the exact amount of calories. You can input whether you want to be low carb or very balanced or vegan, or I think she's vegetarian actually. And you put that in there, and you can put in things like, oh, I don't eat shellfish, or I don't eat whatever. pork. And then it will create a menu for you. Then you can move the things around. Like maybe you're like, put Shakeology for breakfast. I'd rather have it for a snack, whatever. And then that creates you a principal meal plan and shopping list. So that comes with the first 30 days of your challenge. If you decided to stay on that going forward, then you would pay $39.95 for 3 total months. So it's like $15, $12, whatever. To continue to use it. You don't have to use it because your fitness program, every Beachbody fitness program comes with both a fitness guide and nutrition guide. I probably have one actually. I probably have like 10 sitting right here. It actually has a book, something like this. These are workout cards. A book where it actually goes through and it says, okay, here, how many calories you need to burn? Which version of this program are you doing? Here are the recipes. You're gonna choose one breakfast, you're gonna choose one lunch, you're gonna choose one dinner and one snack or 2 snacks depending. And it has the calories on there and everything. And so you actually just choose. Where exactly is the camera in this thing? Is it right here? Oh yeah, there it is. You just choose and you make a meal plan from this. So no purchase required with the meal planner. It's just if making a meal plan is a lot for you, maybe you realize during this challenge, like, holy crap, this sucks. I don't want to do this. That's another way to do it. So you can use the online meal planner instead. Then it comes with 30 days of Shakeology. Comes in a bulk bag. That bag can be either the vegan chocolate, vegan strawberry, the new green berry, the regular chocolate, whatever you want, doesn't matter. It's all included. The cool thing is that Shakeology recently went up in price for the first time ever since Shakeology was created. And the challenge packs did not. The challenge packs stayed the same price, which is really cool because now it's even more of a discount. So you receive all of these items for somewhere between $140 and $200, depending on the package. Like Brazil Butt Lift is one of the cheaper ones, and Turbo Fire is one of the higher cost ones, and Combat's a lower cost one, and Sanity is a higher cost one. It's just put together based on what the normal program would be. On average, with the free shipping and the lower tax and the 25% off and $10 off Shakeology and all of that, people save about $100 purchasing a challenge pack. It's even more on like your Les Mills or your Ultimate Reset ones that are higher in cost. It's $150 cheaper. So it's really cool. It's a really good deal. As coaches, it is what we pay. It is the price that we pay. So it's really cool. You're getting our coach discount when you buy a challenge pack. And that's how you get into one of my challenge groups. In order to get into that challenge group, I will actually ask you a series of 10 questions, which are available in your documents under Get a Program Recommendation. And I will recommend a program for you. The programs I most commonly recommend are the Hip Hop Abs Dance Party one that has hip hop abs and rockin' body. That's like beginner. That's like you didn't work out this entire challenge. And your big thing was walking, and that's it. That's where I would start you. Turbo Fire, Combat, and Les Mills Pump are my other go-to. So Les Mills Pump is for someone who really enjoys lifting weights or wants the cardio effect but can't jump, has limited mobility, things like that. It's a weightlifting program. It's a lot of fun. Great music. Turbo Fire, of course, is cardio kickboxing. It's very fun. Chili's an incredible motivator. It's a 90-day program. And then Combat's a 60-day program. It's also martial arts based. It's a little more serious. Also has good music, but a little less dancey. A little more strength type stuff. So what I do is I read through, and unless there's something else that stands out pretty seriously that would make you a candidate for one of the other 40 programs, I stick to those because I've seen that they work the best. And so I'll read the answers and I'll make that recommendation for you, and then you would join the next group. Combat starts March 27th, so you guys would be. Oh well, there goes ever using this video again for anything. My next combat group would be something that you guys couldn't quite make because of the schedule, but I have a group for mix and a group for combat and a group for Turbo Fire all up in the upcoming months. So you've got time to work that out. So that's another way to stay involved. And that is really cool because they're small. They're groups of like 10 to 20 in the mixed group sometimes, but fade pretty quick because it's easier to get into those groups. So because they already have the program is usually what happens. Um, and so in the first couple of weeks, I weed them out. We get them down to like 15, 14 people. And so you get a buddy. We do phone calls. We do personal development. We do daily questions. We do two. There's like two posts a day. One about the program, one about questions. We just talk. We get a lot closer in those groups because it's so small. It's intimate. And you're able to get a lot more one-on-one assistance with things. Like if you have a question about meal planner or something like that, you're more likely to get a response from me. Because it doesn't take so much time, right? Because there's so few of you. So that's what the challenge groups are for, and they last the length of the program. So either the challenge is 30, 60, or 90 days. And depending on what you can commit to, that's in the questions as well. I will be able to help guide you to the right group. So a lot of times people just go from challenge group to challenge group. I've had people in challenge groups for a year and a half. They just new program, harder program, next program. Oh, I want to redo this old one I did. I want to get that one back. That's great. I've got customers that stay in there forever, and it's wonderful because it keeps them on track, and they're going to be doing their workouts and drinking Shakeology anyway. So why not meet some new people and build their network of people that are supportive and get to do fun daily things on Facebook and stuff like that. So that's one option, and then so that's option 2. Then option 3 is actually becoming a coach on my team. Becoming a coach on my team, I would recommend it if you are going to buy a challenge pack. Because if you do buy a challenge pack, the coach sign up fee is waived. You do not pay $39.95 to sign up. So it's actually really cool because you automatically, from the very first order, are going to be considered a coach, which means all your additional Shakeology orders will always be 25% off. And it's quite a savings, in my opinion. Like, I personally did sign up for my very first Shakeology order to be a coach because I'm cheap. And I was like, so you're telling me it's going to be cheaper and there's nothing I actually have to do to be a coach. So I was in from the very first day. I was in. So that's a really good option if you are going to buy a challenge pack because you do get the discount going forward. Plus, as you start to get your results, people start to ask you what you've done and they'll inquire. And it only takes 3 Shakeology customers to get yours paid for. So I'm sure a lot of you guys can think of 3 people that could benefit from the use of Shakeology. Or, two challenge packs would also pay for your Shakeology. So it definitely, as a coach, not as a customer, right? So it definitely is worth this potentially getting in there. As a coach, there's basically 3 options that people have as a coach. There's discount coach. There's just, I don't want to be in a team group. I don't want to get your emails, which you're going to get them anyway, but you'll have to delete them. I don't have a way to sort that out. I don't care at all, at all, at all. Oh, I am really important. Sorry. I wish I could say I'm making a video right now, but I am. So there's discount coaches. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't do anything. They're not a team group. They just get their Shakeology, and that's what they do. And that's fine. I mean, whatever. It makes no difference to me. If that's what you'd like to do. Then you just pay your fee, and you get your Shakeology. And you buy other programs. Your next program's just discounted, whatever. You're still fully eligible to be in all the challenge groups that I run and things like that. You are eligible to get commission if you ever, maybe just like your sister-in-law is like, hey, can I get some of that? So you've got the one customer or whatever. That's totally cool. And then you've got the people who are casually building the business, who are like, yeah, I have a couple customers. I talked about it at work a little bit, and somebody asked me about P90X the other day, so he was gonna buy it on infomercial anyway. Might as well get it from me. That kind of stuff. And those people, you don't have to really do training if that's not something you're interested in. You don't have to get a lot of knowledge base. If you start to feel like, oh, maybe this is getting bigger than I thought it was, we might have you do some training, but you don't have to really do anything. So it's the same sign up situation, but you just sort of get help when you need it, and we get you the basic information. We have a getting started right call, basic stuff. I'll go over it. Here's how you set up your website, right? Here's how to change your direct deposit. Little things that you have to know, but not a lot of big stuff. And then there's people who are all in on the business, and they're like, I do want to go through the training group. I do want to potentially be, an emerald or a diamond, or I really think I could do this. And these people are actually put into a 6-week training group that I put together from a lot of different sources. And we actually walk you through step by step what you need to do to be a coach. You have full access to the 8 weeks to clean eating template. You have a 21 days to clean eating template. We have challenge group templates. We have everything that we do as coaches is all been created and saved. Um, and we walk you through how do you talk to people? How do you learn about the programs? We walk you through what's a challenge group? How do you run one? Time management skills, vision board making, all sorts of cool stuff. Social media training and all of that in that 6 weeks. It's really awesome. And those are people who maybe they want to have 5 or 10 customers, or they're ready to sign a couple of coaches and they think that they could do well and they want to get the free customers from Beachbody. They want to do other things. They put you through the training group that way. And then from that point forward, if you really want to take the business, I actually have a graduation training group. It's called Diamond Mine. It's 2 months long, and it's like for people who are all in. So the reason why I wanted to explain the 3 different ways of coaching, because I feel like with this group being as intricate as it has been, you may have a skewed version or vision of what it takes to be a coach and what's required of you. I have shared more knowledge with this group than I've ever shared with another group, ever. And I would say it's not really, my knowledge. It's stuff that I Googled. I mean, really, you guys, I don't have any. It's all research. It's all books I've read. It's all stuff like that. Not an authority on anything, and I believe I may have done you a disservice by putting myself in that position, making you think that that's what's necessary to be a coach. It's absolutely not necessary to be a coach like this. This is not stuff that coaches would help with normally. A lot of the little questions we talked about wouldn't really be stuff that comes up very often. So I just wanted to be clear that like being a coach doesn't require you to know any of the stuff that we've talked about in the group so far. The 8-week group I took was just a regular Beachbody thing, 8 weeks. They gave us the format, and I said, you know what would be cool? If we made it like the craziest, most awesome group ever. Just one time went nuts, right? Had prizes and a roll call, and we had to check it every day. And like I added all these elements because I thought it would be fun. It wasn't something that you'd ever have to do. And I have coaches who run the 8 weeks clean eating group all the time, and it takes them a few minutes a day. And they don't have all this extra information because it's really about accountability and motivation. That's all we really do. So again, as coaches, we are inspiration, not instruction. And it's really about just building a network and being supportive and all of that. So as far as if you feel like, oh, I could never do that, I assure you that you could. When I finally started coaching, I was still well over 200 pounds. I had no idea what I was doing. The only program I'd ever done was Turbo Jam at that point. It's I didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know anything about my back office. I didn't know any of this stuff. So, and I still have managed to be a successful coach. So it doesn't really matter. So those are the 3 ways that you can stay involved with me: the free group, a challenge group, or becoming a coach on the team. The training groups for the coaches and challenge groups from the clients, they start intermittently every few weeks or so. So just reach out when you figure out what you want to do. So I want to make sure that you don't fall off. If you do choose to go to just the free group, then you're going to need to make sure you have good support at home, you have a good accountability partner here, that you have a good solid plan and motivation to do your meal planner, track your food without anyone looking over your shoulder, because the free group is very loose. So it's not as if you're going to be sharing that information in there. So that's pretty much it for what you can do going forward. I hope you guys figure out what you'd like to do and reach out. I want to talk to you about the challenge this week. So coming off of the hardest week of the challenge, in my opinion, it's actually a really nice break, because week 7 is be yourself, no rules. So this week we don't have any cheat days because we don't have any rules. You can do whatever you want all week. Isn't that awesome? I'll read it to you. So be yourself, no rules. Just try and eat as healthy as possible as you can, but do it by feel. Trusting yourself might seem like a lot of responsibility, but by now you'll be up to it. Learning to eat by feeling what your body needs is an important step in your transformation. Consider the way you've been eating over the last 6 weeks, but don't worry about what you should and shouldn't do. Just fuel yourself. The point is to take a mental break. Relax and allow yourself to eat in a way that feels normal for you. You may be surprised when you find yourself craving something healthy instead of a candy bar or soda. You'll be better at listening to your body because it'll tell you what it needs to eat as opposed to what you're used to eating. Your body should already feel somewhat transformed. So the weekly focus is if you're hungry at night to go for protein. And I added that in way early because I think it's really important. Because I hate that people don't do that. So you guys have already known that one. So don't worry too much about that. But it's going to be basically no rules. There are absolutely no rules this week. You can eat whatever you want all week long. So let's do that one. Now, the reason why this is so important that you guys experience this is because week 8 is sort of a culmination of everything. And you need to have the experiences of what it feels like to eat these different foods. To go back onto dairy and realize, oh, you know what, I think I'm lactose intolerant. Or to add wheat and then bloat and go, oh, you know what, I might be gluten intolerant. To eat more, eat less, or go more veggies and fruit versus proteins. And maybe you feel more energetic that way. Whatever works for you. It's sort of like, okay, I have all this education. Now what am I going to do with it? And I need you to pay attention to your body, how your body feels. Because again, like I've said this whole time, it's about how the diet works for you. So there are no rules this week. You don't have to worry about ratios. You don't have to worry about what's clean, what's not clean. You can eat whatever you want. But remember to respect how far you've come and remember the challenge isn't over. So even if you take a week and go crazy, we have to come back in week 8 and come all together with that. So basically just enjoy yourself, relax. I know it's been a lot and you guys can use the break. And if you're mentally sort of, let's just say replenished, but maybe rejuvenated for week 8, we can really finish this challenge super strong. I would be really excited to see everyone it's left right now graduate with our 2 weeks left. So that's it. It's a nice, short, sweet challenge this week. As far as the prize goes, I don't think I have one yet. Oh, Teresa one. Oh, I read already. So the prize for this week is going to be a one-on-one 30-minute call with me. Just anything that you want. We can talk about whatever you want. So if you've wanted to get some one-on-one time with me, but you haven't been able to because the group is so big and it's difficult, we'll spend a half an hour talking about absolutely whatever you want. And I can help you with your meal plan. I can help you with issues that you're struggling with. It would help you with support. Whatever you need help with, I'll be able to help you with that in that 30 minutes to the best of my ability. So that should be fun. I'll get all the posts up ASAP. And for now, just get ready to enjoy your week off, which, lucky for some of you, includes a holiday. But have a good one, you guys. Have a great night or morning if you're watching this in the morning. And I will see you on Facebook as always.